Hey, what's up, guys? We are back for probably the depression session of my recording session. Anyways, we are here to get straight into the animated short, The Long Night of Serenity, and then we'll be finishing it with Golden Epic PV, Life Awakens from the Night. Which, interesting, yeah, Long Night of Serenity to Awakens from the Night. Hmm. I feel like I'll read the description after the fact. We'll just have to kind of jump into this, see where it goes, and yeah, that is how it will work. Um, that being said, ooh, MiHoYo anime. Yeah, no, this is going to be something else. That's a sign that it's going to be great, but also like very intimidating. But okay, let's get started with this. In the count of three, two, one, now. Again, let's hope for the best for the
I
audio.
don't want to die.
Okay.
Please, I can use this. Let me go. I don't want to die. Please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I don't.
Well, okay. She looks so much more mature in the way it's animated right now.
I hate these icy hands.
I might be able to full audio this. The music too. Right off the bat, though, no fucking hiding it. And is that her leading the pack? It's a, she's just a baby. What the? She's so much more. I'm sorry. I'm like all in right now.
End its suffering.
This is awful.
The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
Yeah, pointing as a blessing. It's one thing, like, to imagine if this was, like, later on, but, like, as a young girl? Like, a young child? Even the flowers. Like,
Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
having to stay so far. Oh, ooh, that's dangerous. Oh, it's dangerous but cute. Can't go any further. Yeah. She doesn't even have her gloves on this time. Did she run away? What? Why is she all alone now? Oh. Like, attempt to run, but she back? Like, all the wars. Like, we do know that with Mighty's group, they went by where she was originally from as well. All the gravestones.
Is that you, Castorice?
Wait.
All of them.
I'm sorry, that hit me. This is a fucking seat lolly case. Like, different circumstances, different things happening, but this literally is pulling a fucking seat lolly. I wasn't ready for that. Like, so okay. I'm sorry I paused. I'm sorry. I think I'm about to go back a second. Like, I was wondering, now that she seems to be like wandering on her own, like, and then they pull up to this cemetery, right? It's like maybe she's there visiting, she's like looking after possibly. But then the look on her face and then here.
Is that you?
The recognition. It's like, is that you, Castorice? And like the band. That's diabolical. That's just I'm sorry. That's
You, Castorice. All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go
oh.
too.
It's so asking
I
her.
don't fear it. Just, I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again. It must be lonely for you.
I
You
couldn't be
must want
Castorice.
to desperately embrace them before they go. I can't. These hands, they're too cold.
Oh.
But big sister Castorice,
Oh.
your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
That's Oh. Fuck. Shit. It's so pretty. It's so sad. Oh. Oh. Like the what if reality of like what she wished she could do. In every flower once bloomed with pride. Fuck.
Can hands like these really be warm?
Mm. Fuck. Okay. Again, I could never be in Castorice's position. I could not imagine myself being as still somewhat put together as she is. Like, clearly, I'm not saying she doesn't clearly have, like, the trauma and the scars from, growing up like this, having this affliction, seeing all these people go, not being able to have this normal life and, like, this warmth, thinking you're literally the bringer of death, okay? All you can grant everyone is, a peaceful respite at the end. And so just having all this fear while also still, like, looking on and wanting to be a part of all of the, like, fun joys and all of that. Genuinely having to deal with this since like, I don't know how old she was. She looks really young. Clearly she was still older than the I wish we had her name, but the girl there, she was probably a little bit older. But I don't know why I wasn't expecting a sea lolly situation. I should have been. I clearly all on me. I don't know why I wasn't thinking that. But holy heck. This was beautiful, but I almost fucking sobbed. I am not gonna sugarcoat it. One of those lines fucking hit me hard. Just thinking about it without even going back to replay it right now is making me want to cry. um, who last video before this one, the one recorded before this, I mentioned life is crazy. That's why uploads haven't been coming out. Yeah, it's been a lot of unfortunate passings in my life. So one of these lines in particular is just fucking cruel. But literally starting off fucking strong. Okay, we're starting with someone pleading they don't want to die. I don't want to die, please. And she has to, like, this is her position. This is what she has to do. The Reaper. They literally call her like the Reaper. Just let me go. I need them. I don't. And then I hate these icy hands. Literally just bringers of death. Like, I knew she looked different, but then from this angle, I was like, she's literally just a kid. She's so young here. What the hell? Like, I already wanted to know a lot of these things about Castorice, given, like, what is it exactly she was missing? Like, what is it that Thanatos took from her or placed on her to do this? What was the purpose behind Thanatos's actions? And to know that this literally stems from childhood. What positions could Castorice have been in? Like, and the fact that they're all following behind her as well. Like, having her dressed up like everyone around, like, all the grown-ups, but then this one girl, yeah, see the headpiece. Oh, did when she's older too, does she still have, the bracelets? No, she has sleeves covering, so even if she did, like, let's say had one, she is covered, but oh, okay. I need to keep myself together a little bit. Sorry, guys. Um, oh gosh. But no, just seeing that, like, she's interested, she wants to, like, greet her, she's excited, but then she's getting held back by, presumably her mom. Then we have a deer here. Get it over with, end its suffering. Just how cold. Like, maybe it's genuinely, like, for this area, a tradition thing, or her being born with this ability was a sign, but the way they just have it over to, like, have her around and then be able to just say, "Get it over with." Like, it is a thing, it's like ending its suffering, especially if how her powers really works is it's, like, really a peaceful end, it's a much softer end, then it is a better thing to do in a way than let it suffer. But we've seen her do it towards people who don't seem like near death, and then others who, obviously they're much older, they do seem like that. And to have that on this kid, like, yes, she has this ability, so I guess in a way maybe she's on this pedestal, like she's the one who can grant this blessing. She's the one who can do this, which isn't a good thing. This doesn't mean they like respect her, they're treating her right, but she has this ability. They view it as maybe a sign and omen. And so they're right away getting her into this role, getting her used to these actions, and it's really painful like seeing her cuz even here, like the pain, hesitation, just sadness from having to do this to this deer and then just hard cutting to a bunch of different people. All of these people like who are sick and then just
Only you can grant them peace.
yeah. Cuz what no. Yeah.
The Reaper has
The Reaper has blessed your hands. Viewing it as a blessing, or at least in this case, phrasing it as a blessing, going alongside like when people think maybe immortality might be a good thing, but for those living in it, they might actually view it as a curse. And so while Mighty's going through that, he can't die. We know his weakness now as he's told fine on, but he doesn't die. He's just unkillable. And with Castress, it seems like maybe she has the situation given how the state we find the young girl in later at the end here. But she's not only tied with this seemingly maybe immortality or just longer life, she does seem to have like elf ears of sorts, so it could also just be uh tied to that. Um which it could be. It genuinely could be just that. But I wonder if there's something more to it. It would be interesting to see the full ties if it's not just because of the differences there, but also maybe still having something to do with Thanatos. But like saying they've blessed your hands when in reality to her she feels like she's been cursed. Something's been taken from her. It's just a completely different view on it, and then not even be able to, touch anything at all. Like this simple flower, you just want to like feel its petals, maybe like all of that, and it just dies at your grasp. Like just imagine the fear too. You long for connection of any sort. You see all these kids around. You like see maybe kids with their parents and you want some of that affection too. But knowing that you can't have it because your hands bring death. The things that you touch, go on. It's a lot. Ignore all the pop-ups. My Wi-Fi is pulling a shenanigan. But yeah, embrace death, walk alongside it. And then just, someone wanting to like a friend to join in with you and then finding this one safe way, but then, not daring to let yourself even get close. Stopping short and going away, leaving her behind. But then imagining she can't do it in person. So her in the mirror, she's holding onto these twigs and like imagining herself in the scenario with those kids. It's so just devastating. This is a longer video. It's already at 20 minutes in. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'm upset. I'm emotional. Let's keep going. But yeah, just her growing up having to do these things through what if thoughts and fantasies, like dreams really. 'Cause you can see it too in just how kind and caring she is in the main story. How even though from what we can tell she's had this reality, this this fate for a long time, out of everybody, she seems the most reluctant towards death. She was the one I'm not like who really was hit hard with the stuff with Trian. She needed more explanation, more thought process of this promise, this prophecy of tomorrow. and like how it could be so comfortable, how it isn't just some white lie that, may never come true. It's really interesting as she's quoting like the bringer of death, but seems the most reluctant to want to be part of it, to witness it. Obviously everyone is, but you see it a lot. Like it takes a heavy toll and weight on Castorice. But again, I'm wondering here, is this like her trying to run from reality and then like falling run from reality, maybe break free for a minute, just a moment of like break from her day-to-day duties and then falling into the snow and literally having a good physical representation of how she sees her hands is like cold, lifeless cuz, just life's gone. Maybe literally it's just they take life away. It's just in like you could see the colds affecting them, like how red the fingers are. And like I'm wondering if this is her maybe being able to bow out. Is this her finally moving on her own way? Or is this just she's finished with one more day of duties and she's going down her path for now? Walking through all these wars, like this good like depiction of the passage of time. Just how much time did she go through? And the artwork behind here too is so interesting. Yeah. How much time in between all of this bloodshed to current day for her in this scene, obviously.
Is
But
that you, Castorice?
and she just instantly, it's like, yeah.
All
To
of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too.
okay. We're about to get to the line that fucks me up. But also, the soundtrack, it's been pretty and really good throughout. But my brain sometimes when it hears a part, even if it's only like for a little bit of the motif or just a tiny little portion of it, it correlates it to something else. The beginning of this part where we're leading in reminds me of one of the tracks from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It might even be in like the original Full Metal Alchemist, but like Brotherhood's the one I watched the most. So, yeah, like
To their domain.
this part,
I
just this initial part, like
must
the
go
instrumentals
too.
and tone to it. Yeah.
I don't fear it. Just I
Have some regrets.
Watching people leave this world again and again. It must be
Be lonely.
for
Very
you.
lonely.
You must want
To
to
desperately
desperately
embrace them.
embrace them before they go.
Sorry. That's the that part of the sentence. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go. That's the line that fucks me up. It's a little too close to home. It's such a real raw thought that from my own experiencing relating to that line from my own situation to put it on Castorice is crazy to think about. It's so crazy. Oh, it's so much. It's so painful. Quick fear. It's like, no.
These hands, they're too cold.
Life's been a bitch to you. God damn.
But big sister Castorice, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
Switching to her younger voice. Just going into this so pretty, beautifully done style into genuine. Oh. I wish this is how things could have been for her. And in a way, you know, if we are still looking at it through the lens too, she genuinely, you know, throughout that had no ill intent, no ill will. She genuinely hoped and wished for them to have a peaceful, restful slumber. So I doubt a lot of them, you know, obviously we don't know all the situations. It did seem like in some cases, her abilities might have been used for reasons outside of someone near their time or someone who's gravely ill and no chance to recover. But you know, for those who did know her, especially, I wish we had a name for her. The bond was there, and I hope one day, you know, they will be able to meet again. I'm gonna read this now. We still have the second thing to go into before I make myself absolutely ball. Uh Don the crown that halts life. Even death itself favors lowered eyes. Walk through the palace of farewells. Connect to the world of the departed. Amid the icy depths and funeral hymns, days and nights, bow over this snow covered land. Become the only song here. All sighs flow from her fingertips. All words of comfort are stopped by her hands. That's fucked up. All cries of grief are swallowed by her palms. A poem titled Idonia's Holy Maiden. All the I really wish we got to even if it was just some like title for her. I wish we had it there. But yeah, no. Excellent done. Like excellently voiced, excellently animated, and also just a straight up gut punch attack that I was not. I mean, I came in knowing it was coming, but like I still wasn't prepared. I don't think anything can prepare you for that. If I'm being honest. Yeah. I said with joys, I was then shot 57 times. Yeah, made me cry a whole river. If I was not recording. So me once this recording's over, and while I please note when I'm making thumbnails and uploading this to you guys for you guys to get it, I'm probably sobbing my eyes out. But anyways, no more stalling. We're gonna move into the final part of the video, and yeah, let's do it. I'm as ready as can be. Anyways, from what I've seen, someone left a similar comment. It's like, I'm gonna love this trailer. I was then shot 57 times. So I am totally prepared for whatever this trailer is gonna throw at me. I definitely will not cry. I will only probably mist a little bit. But yeah, I will once again read the description at the end. But we'll just go into this and see what happens. So, Golden Epic PV, The Life Awakens from the Night in 3, 2, 1, now.
You once wished to leave behind a snowflake for her.
Oh! Reaching out, I beg of you, please.
But
No.
your hands didn't know how to draw the shape of life.
It's. Oh!
Warmth lasts for but a moment, but the cold is endless. Like how your death-worshipping hometown now sleeps soundly in the blizzard of the long night.
Ooh.
Like how the ocean, haunted by trickery, stirred up stormy waves. The sky pierced blind by their lightning spear.
Yeah, is that, Nicanor?
The titans who suffocated the world
Ooh.
also eventually enter death's embrace. You don't know why life blossoms. Only Because the butterfly of the nether realm has already landed on the searching black tide on the bloodthirsty blade. On your fingertips.
Ooh.
I are
Damn
death.
death. Oh, but the warmth of...
So, in the land of death, I dare not look at the garden of life. I fear that promises may be broken after they're made. Tears may follow after a smile. And then an eternal farewell may follow an embrace. It's better to have stayed in place and never had anything.
No.
Even so, death is not the end. To walk toward that distant tomorrow, we make a promise. The Flame Chase journey won't end with my departure.
See you. We'll meet again on the shores. of
God
the West
damn
Wind.
it.
I gained inspiration from death and should repay
Anaxa.
it in kind. Golden blood
There's so many voices here. Oh my god, that's so much.
Come with us. One day, just as we have testified for you, you will be
Everyone.
able to testify for yourself.
Oh, it's so just
I
sad
wish.
scene. Oh.
I could be like all of you and embrace the world before death comes. So that the souls of the world no longer weep and the city bells never cease ringing.
Ooh, that transition.
Even if it's just once, I want to use these hands.
Oh.
To give a wilted flower
Well, I...
new life. Even if the snow eventually melts, I hope you will leave behind a snowflake for me.
For me. Okay. Starters. Like, straight up, like, it may be a different person. Maybe. But I feel like it is basically picking up right where the... Like, it's harder to tell here, but I feel like this is picking up where the animated short left off in this scene. Which, ow. Like, big time ow. I'm so glad I watched them back to back. Okay. But then also it does literally tie back into me mentioning the promise of see you tomorrow and then her outlook on it and why she questioned it and seemed to, you know, not quite be sold on it in a positive outlook type of way and like wasn't quite able to understand how Treeby was able to look on it in such a positive light. Oh my god. Reaching out, I beg of you, please, don't dwell in that fleeting moment between a touch and a farewell. And then she goes away.
Warmth lasts for but a moment,
But that
but the
moment
cold
means
is endless.
it's so okay. Like the end of this trailer, it has my mind reeling, but I'm also just trying to focus on stuff in this order before we get into possible. I don't want. I'm like scared for what that implies at the end there. Especially when she's like, I wanted to leave a snowflake for her. And then at the end, it's her asking if we could leave a snowflake for her herself. And but just being in this place, only knowing the cold, and so fearing that you get the touch of the warmth that does not last anywhere near as long as for her the cold is like for her it's more painful. Like she says she wishes she like it's almost like wish you stayed in place so you don't, you know, go through any of that experience, any of that go like deal with it. But it fucking sucks. It's awful. It's not pleasant. But those moments of warmth matter. And yes, for a time, you know, no real judge and length of time. It may be enshrouded by cold and dark, but there will be other times it will come back and you'll actually get to experience and remember that warmth and cherish it. Um at least is how I'm doing. Um I do know deeply future me from however long into the future will look back on this and feel a little bit embarrassed about a few of the videos I've been recording for a while because of just, you know, where I've been myself. I know I have been putting a lot of my real life emotions and thoughts into videos. And to you guys, if it's a little awkward, I apologize. But just thinking, like trying to put myself in Castorice's shoes, I can see where she would be scared of it, where she would wish she kind of didn't have to experience it because then you can't grieve it. You never had it. So while you are grieving it, if you never had it, but you longed for it, there is a grief. You know, you're grieving what could have been. And it's really like putting you in a place of yearning and resentment too. Like growing more for like your situation, the one who put this on you. And maybe even those who, you know, viewed what you're viewing as a curse or as a hindrance, as a blessing. Um But then, you know, once you do have it, you know what it's like and you yearn for more, you crave for more, you crave for it not to just end in sadness and darkness. So you almost wish you never knew it. You never let yourself have it for a moment. It's important, but in her case, it's so understandable why it's something she'd fear. She'd wish she didn't actually do, even though it's what, you know, she's always wanted. But yeah, like how your death worshipping hometown, you know, it's kind of like with Mighty. They were like his people at that time were worshiping the battles, and you know, it was an honorable thing to just keep fighting, and like it's honorable to die in battle for your cause. If you were to run away or back out, you'd be deemed lesser than. You'd be judged for it. His you know, closest friend who passed due to illness, thinking he was lower because, you know, he didn't even die in battle, it was in a sick bed. Like the ways that these different cities and places view certain things, you know, based off their titan, which right now we know is corrupted, but they weren't always. So it's interesting if we ever get to see like far, far back before things seem to take a turn, like what they were like. But like, yeah, just there are different philosophies in how they view it. And yeah, no, death worshiping, I would say maybe I was a little bit more right on it when I said that because of her quote unquote blessing, she was put on this pedestal where, you know, she's to be revered and feared. Um it's not a good place to be usually. Uh it isolates you, and for her it's like twofold. Just for her being the like maiden in a sense to kind of be kept to herself and only do her official duties and not kind of interact with others. But then also her blessing is like very harmful, and so she's kept away and isolated through the fear factor as well. Not just because everyone looks up to her and like praises her as their maiden, but because there is a fear aspect as well. Um, but yeah, no. And then like it's frozen over, so like it's gone now through the battles. And then I'm assuming yes, this would be Nikador and others battling it out. Like who is this? Like does this have something to do with the sky? Is where like there's a hand there. There's so much for me to like look around and try to decipher through this. But then we cut into it and it's her saying even the titans, so the gods will, taste death, like they'll go to the death.
Only because the
Butterfly of the nether realm.
has already landed on the searching black tide on the bloodthirsty blade. On your fingertips. I
Am
are
death.
death.
That like look trying to like make out everything I'm seeing like through her eyes. It's like shattering, like turning to dust. And then switching into the people all
So,
around.
In the land of death, I dare not look at the garden of life. I fear that promises
may be broken.
after they're made. Tears may follow after a smile. And then an eternal farewell may follow an embrace. It's better to have stayed in place and never had anything at all.
It's like now that you've
Even
had
so, death
is not the end. No.
To walk toward that distant tomorrow, we make a promise.
Yeah, I want to focus.
The
There's a
flame
lot of
chase
stuff here.
journey won't end with my departure.
See you. We'll meet again on the shores of the.
Yeah, with my departure, pointing to Aglaya as well. And then as we're noticing and just experienced with Trebi, so the Trebios and all of them. We'll meet again on the shores of the West Wind.
West Wind.
I gained inspiration
From
death.
death. Should
and
repay it
should
in
repay
kind.
it in kind.
Okay, this is where a lot happens. Okay, so and this is Mighty, Cypher, Finon. Interesting depiction too, with him being with the sword and I'm there's Hyacinth with wings. But yeah, like Finon, his face, it's like from his eyes, but especially the right side's just bleeding out onto the sword too. And it looks like Cypher literally is just fading away into the coins. Well, true death is not death itself, but abandoning one's honor. I believe the rainbow light will eventually pierce through the evernight and dawn, and will bloom again. I think that's Hyacinth. Just treat it like a game with death. That's Cypher. Like all of their different ways of viewing it and how they are managing it and looking at it.
Come with us. One day, just as we have testified for you, you will be able
To testify for yourself, your own change in point. But looking at this again, so we still have. Is his sword broken or like almost looks like it's melting there? And then with Hyacinth on the floor here, the wings that looked full in the previous photo image, they're shown like falling apart. They're very like jagged, and then it looks like Mighty's stabbed in the back, which is where he said his one weak point is, and we still have almost like the husk for Anaxa, Cypher, in this one looking like she's phasing into petals, could still be coins, but like petals like turning into that dust. Aglaya looks pretty Aglaya, I'm sorry. I meant to say her name, I'm sorry. Like she's looking at the thread on her hand, but like, contemplating, looking on. Whereas the Treeby and them are kind of slumped together on the floor. It's such a scary image, but then we have, their testimonies and then her own outlook
To testify
just
for
changing the
yourself.
view we're seeing now.
I wish I could be like all of you.
I could be like all of you. Like look at this. Like their own way of striving forward. They're not blinded by optimism, but it's the way they look towards it, the way they view it and accept it. It's not denial, it's just their own outlook on it that through their own experiences have led them to their own conclusions. And with any hope of being with them on this journey and being able to experience everything going on, she'll be able to come to her own conclusion, make her own answers for what all of this means in fate. And yeah.
You and embrace the world before death comes.
But yeah,
So that the
anyways, souls of the world no longer weep.
And the city
Bells
bells
never cease.
never cease ringing.
Okay, we're okay.
Even if it's just once,
Just once.
I want to use these hands.
So instead of death, she wants to give a chance at life. It's literally so like butterfly wings, but it's like a heart. Like this imagery is so beautiful, but it's so scary. Like she's already, as they would phrase like the closest, like really close with death. She's the closest with death. She is ties with death. She walks among uh the past and all of that. And to have this sort of depiction in her final words is just, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. And the tears, and then going to this, like she's crying.
To give a wilted flower
New life.
new
Like bringing
life.
us back.
Even if the snow eventually melts.
I hope you would leave behind a snowflake for me. I I'm scared. For one, Castorice, yeah, no. If that's what you want, I will. No. Rely on me on that. I would. But jeez. This whole PV, beautiful. It really does flow with the previous like I said, animated short. And then it does go along like perfectly match and like give us context into why Castorice like had some of her questions, her like like misgivings towards towards Trian at the end of the previous quest, you know. It because it's still like she's not there yet. She's not quite at that point of being able to look at things with a better lens. And it's understandable. But with I hope that she will get a chance to resolve things in a better light than how she views herself right now. Like going back to the April Fools type cooking with the Chrysosairs video, like in how even in that they were depicting this type of scenario with they were saying no wonder like I forget the line already, I'm sorry. These two videos back to back are a lot. But, that line as she's desperately scrubbing at her hands, and in these, like, just the constant reference to how her hands are ice cold, like, showing that they bring death. And then in this, like, finally towards the end, her contemplating, trying to find these answers for herself on how to view all of these things, kind of move on from this uh point of just wishing she had stayed still and not given her the opportunity to have experienced, the warmth and, natural joys, to want to actually change her fate, her like destiny, and give life, give opportunity for life other than take it away. It's really good. Really, really good. But yeah, no. Did they just foreshadow how everyone dies? Technically, I think they do. But yeah, every scene is a wallpaper. Hell yeah. Hoyo, please stop cooking. I'm gonna cry. Uh, I've already cried. They're just gonna make me cry more. But yeah. But yeah, even if it's just once, I want to use these hands to give new life to a withered flower. Something truly beautiful. Rebirth to people. That is something she will realize later. Yeah, it's a good I like that line. But yeah, I really like that line. She did, grant them a peaceful death, respite, but it leads to rebirth, new opportunities. And then even then, if you look upon it kind of like how Treeby does, like Treebios does, it's like the see you tomorrow. It's like we will meet again. You know, tomorrow will occur. Tomorrow will happen. We believe in it. It's going to happen. It may not actually be tomorrow. It may be the next, but it will happen. We will once again reunite. Um, yeah, I got overly emotional. I was not expecting a 52-minute long rant session. Both videos were beautiful. I also forgot to mention in the beginning of last one, at all in the last one and the beginning of this one, links to the original in the description. Please catch me if I'm slacking on those. But yeah, these were really wonderful. The next patch is no doubt going to be a emotional roller coaster for me. We'll see how I process that tomorrow. I say tomorrow as if I'm gonna do the patch tomorrow. I might not. Uh, I might, if anything. So if I don't do it tomorrow, so Tuesday when it comes out for me, I'll possibly do it Wednesday because I'm just that excited. Um, I think I'm going to possibly spend all of my current savings on Castorice, so we'll see if a video of me pulling for her comes out. Um, and let me know your thoughts on the animated short and this Golden Epic PV. Which was your favorite? What aspects of both do you enjoy the most? What are your theories and speculations on both of them? Given this scene we have here and just the concepts that we see in the animated short, with like maybe theories on her character, how she ended up like this, what is the real end goal or the connection with Thanatos, and just, you know, even the deal and like the thing that she did to show Anaxa. Like, so many questions, so many concerns, and just so much excitement, and probably a lot of tears to come. Anyways, thank you all for watching. It means a lot to me. Sorry again that I haven't been getting things out to you guys consistently. Um, I can only hope one day soon things calm down. I like actually having somewhat of a consistent schedule, even if there's like breaks in between. I like when it's consistent at least, so you guys know for sure when things are coming out and when there's going to be a slowdown. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.